Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shelby and I make videos all about motherhood, and in today's video I am going to clean my house. Or at least I'm going to try. It has been so hard to keep the house clean and do basically anything else because we've been potty training around here. I'm not going to give you too much about that just because I really want to protect Lucas's privacy with that. Like, he's learning. So, but I may, once we have it down, I may like go into like ideas or how to help you if you have a toddler. So yeah, my house has kind of gotten away from me. It is Saturday the 4th. One thing I have done though is I have caught up on the laundry. My husband helped me do that, and my goal is to do 1 load a day. So I do have to do a load of laundry today. So I need to go fix myself some coffee before I get the kids up. It's almost 8:30 and I know Lucas is waiting on that time to happen because his light's going to change then. So let's go ahead and get in today's video. We're going to have a little quiet morning and then we're gonna get busy. So aftermath of breakfast. This is not something I typically leave behind. I don't usually leave this kind of mess in the sink and move on. But my priority today is cleaning my house. It's not just cleaning my kitchen. So I'm going to pile those in the sink for now while the kids are both awake, clean the playroom, pick up the dining room, and pick up the living room. And once I'm done, I'm gonna vacuum, and then I can come back and do these dishes when Charlie is down for her nap. We're going to send this to the attic.
So side note, I know that these walkers are controversial, but I think that's mainly because of the risks involved with like them falling down the stairs or walking into a pool or something in their walker. But I'm not gonna put her somewhere that she's gonna hurt herself. Plus she's barely moving. This is new. She just started doing that. I am going to do those dishes after Charlie goes down. In the meantime, I'm gonna vacuum, because we all know we want the babies. This is not clean, but it's fine for now. We picked up this room together, me and Lucas. Okay, so I put Charlie down for her nap, vacuumed the entire downstairs, and I'm going to do these dishes. I feel really good because I'm getting a lot done. I also folded the load of laundry on my bed when I was waiting for Charlie to fall asleep, which she's still not asleep. Yeah, I'm going to take care of this next. 20 minutes later, after a 3-year-old bath, let me finish these dishes. 'em. So I decided I'm gonna mop. This has been a long time coming. Also, I am going to put orange oil on the inside of this because I think it'll make the house smell amazing. Because a little goes a long way. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the playroom before I go get Charlie up. That way she can play in the playroom with Lucas.
Yeah.
While I mop.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Literally heated this coffee up 3 times. It's time for a fresh cup. Let me fix the camera here. Okay, so this is the coffee that I just heated up. I was basically putting the kids down for the past hour. So, but you know what? Today's not a bust. It starts to feel like that right now when I can't get the kids to sleep. I'm gonna rant for a second. I hope you don't mind. But like when it's time for your kids to sleep and you've been waiting for that, and you try your best to line those naps up at the same time, and then one of them doesn't sleep or like doesn't go to the room. Lucas doesn't always sleep, but he's always in his room for quiet time or nap time. But obviously Charlie was crying. I can't just let her cry. I mean, I do let her kind of fuss sometimes, but when she's wailing and crying, I'm gonna go to her. That's just how it is. Anyway, here's my lunch that I made over an hour ago when I made the kids lunch and they ate, but I did not. I wanted during this time to mix up some dough because I'm making bagels for some friends of ours. It's like a little housewarming present. That's what I do now. I gift food to people. So I need to make those bagels, but I just want to relax, to be completely honest. I got a lot done around the house today. I mean, the normal cleaning, and then I vacuumed and mopped in the same day. Only one floor. That's fine though. It was the floor that needed it the most. So I'll take you around and show you what it looks like now because it doesn't really look clean, but that's fine. I'm teaching myself how okay it is to let your house be messy. We've never really just let our house get messy. Like if it gets messy, we clean it up. Like we do that before we relax. So having that perspective when you have kids makes you feel like you can never relax. You can never sit down. What is that saying? Work before play or whatever. And that is so ingrained in my head that it's hard for me to chill sometimes. But I'm gonna move on from this rant. I did want to come on here and also tell you and like kind of give you an update on all of the goals and things that I had talked about for January. So I watched that video yesterday just to kind of like remind myself what I said I was going to do for the year. And I just wanted to touch base and let you know where I'm at with those things. So one of the things I made a big deal of changing was the fact that I didn't want to wake up with the TV anymore, and I wanted to do something, you know, that would help activate Lucas's brain basically first thing in the morning instead of just throwing the TV on. And I will say we pretty much have done that. Not every single day. All of us got sick in January, as well as my back went out about a week into January. I'm sure if you watched my videos from this past month, you heard me talk about it a little bit, but I did have to make some changes. Like I did have to divert from the plan. But when do you not have to divert from the plan? But we did do that. We did make an effort to not wake up with the TV unless Lucas was really feeling sick. There were a couple mornings we did. But yeah, so we've been reading first thing in the morning, or there's this little brain quest thing that I have. We've done that. We've been doing different things. The thing that has come from this is that Lucas has very much begun to play by himself more, which that has been a struggle since he was born, but he is starting to do that. I think he's just starting to use his imagination a lot more. Another thing that I said that I wasn't going to do was to drink creamer in the month of January, and I didn't. I did not use creamer in my home, in my coffee at all. However, I did go to Starbucks a couple of times at the end of the month, and there were maybe 3 times that I got a special coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and I chose Dunkin' because I didn't say that I couldn't go to Dunkin'. And I wanted to stick to my word and not go back on that, but I still got a couple of sweet coffees. That's okay. The point was that I wanted to be less addicted to coffee. Did that happen? No, I'm still very addicted to coffee. But I also wanted to be drinking less sugar from the amount of creamer that I was drinking. So I've done well. Now creamer is back, and now the challenge is no more coffee after 3 o'clock. Like I'm not gonna go heat up a cup of coffee after 3 p.m. anymore, and I'm not gonna brew any more coffee after 3 o'clock anymore. I could drink coffee all day long. Another big thing that I was talking about was getting Lucas potty trained, and we're working on it. We did not start full force when I wanted to in January. Like I said, he was sick, then my back was out. Just lots of things that would have hindered the process. And like, let's just be completely honest, I was terrified. I have a very headstrong toddler. I mean, he's a wonderful little boy, and I know it's going to serve him well in his future, but he is the headstrongness that I have plus the headstrongness of his dad. It's not like he has his headstrongness or mine. It's both added together. Like I said, it will serve him well in the future. It's going well. I mean, he's doing really, really well. Like I said, I don't really want to go too into detail on that topic until maybe we're like pretty much done with it, because at that point I'll probably have some tips for you in case you have a headstrong toddler. But for now, I just don't want to invade his privacy. You know, I mean, he's learning something and obviously he's going to make mistakes and we're working on it. He's not completely potty trained yet. Send prayers my way because, like I said, he's a headstrong little boy. And then finally, when I was rewatching the video of all the things that I said I was going to do and my goals and everything, I ran across the part where I talked about I wanted to exercise 3 times a week. I did not do that in January, did not prioritize that whatsoever. It's as if I said it and completely forgot it was part of the plan. Also, I planned Lucas's birthday party and my back went out and got sick. So there were other things that influenced that, but it just never full circle came back around on my mind. So, you know, I mean, whatever. I am going to make an effort to do more. Right now I'm not committing to anything, but I am trying to get outside with the kids more and walk. I am trying to lose the baby weight, so that's why this is important to me, is I want to lose the rest of the weight that I had gained when I got pregnant with Charlie. I did this month fall into another bracket. I'm not giving you numbers because I don't want to. I don't want to share those numbers with you, and everybody's different. I lost 4 pounds, which brought me down to a lower bracket. And when I go to the next bracket, that is where I weighed before I got pregnant with Charlie. I have about 17 more pounds to lose, but I think quitting creamer helped a lot. Like, I really think that helped, that contributed to a little bit of that weight loss. So, and then I'm just going to end this little session by talking about something that has really been on my mind. I probably come off as a mom who is really good and calm with her kids and really, you know, on top of everything. And I don't know. I don't know what I come off like. Tell me what I come off like. However, I have been struggling with getting super anxious and overwhelmed. I feel it inside me. It's like, it happened at the doctor's office and it was in a place that I couldn't let it out. Lucas was pushing my last nerve. It was Charlie's doctor's appointment. I had given him expectations on, you know, what I expected from him. And one of the things we've been working on is interrupting me when I'm speaking to anybody, speaking to a camera, speaking on the phone, someone speaking to me, someone speaking to anybody except for Lucas. He has had an issue with interrupting, and it's not just interrupting to talk and say something, it's just interrupting because the attention's not on him. I knew this might be a problem, so I gave him the expectations. He was doing really well. And then it was time for Charlie's checkup, and I'm holding her while the doctor is looking at her, and he is pushing me out of my chair. So I'm like, hey, stop. And I could not get him to stop. He just continued pushing and pushing and pushing, like physically pushing me. And I kept trying to listen to the doctor and talk to the doctor about Charlie. And he's over here just pushing me out of the chair. So it's just, I keep running into these moments where I'm just getting super frustrated. And I'm trying to figure out how to calm myself back down before it comes out in such a harsh, mean way towards my kids. Maybe this is sharing too much, I don't know. But I've been really deeply searching and, you know, writing in my journal and trying to figure out what to do, because I don't want to be that kind of mom. I want to respond in a kind way. I want to be fun. I want a calm environment. And that right there, I think, is my problem. I think that I need to stop saying that I want my home to be such a calm home, because I don't think that's actually true. Yes, I want it to feel less stressful, but I don't want it to be just like everybody's sitting down and calm music playing and, you know, no loud noises. No, I want the sound of laughter in my home. I want to hear my kids running around the house and having fun, and I don't want it to be like a trigger for me. I want it to be happiness. But in reality, all of those noises and all that excitement, when I have something that I want to get done or something I need to get done around my house, they don't mesh well, and I get super worked up and stressed out. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, okay, what am I going to get done today? I'm going to get done these 3 things. And then I start doing those things on top of what I normally do with the kids. And when it's not going well, I get overwhelmed. I don't know if I explained that well, but what my point is here is that I have really been just feeling like I need to slow down. And that is, I think, what my words are for the year. Normally I pick a word and I think about that word throughout the year. This one is slow down. I am going to slow down. I am not going to get up and think, these are all the things I have to get done, and that be so important and overwhelming for me that when normal things happen in life, I like lose it. It's okay for my house to be imperfect. Yes, I've been cleaning all day today. It needed to be cleaned. But yes, it's okay for my house to be a little dirty, and it's okay for me not to get it all done. Just sit down and be present with my kids. My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna end this session here. I hope that that made sense and maybe resonated with you. Slow down, enjoy this moment, because this moment is the only moment that you actually have. So enjoy it. Be present with your kids. Okay, so it's 4:30 and I'm going to mix up this bagel dough. Lucas is awake and I'm gonna try to do it really quickly while he watches Bluey. Okay, so for those of you who watched my sourdough video, this might be interesting to you. The starter is not active right now. I would consider this discard because it rose and it fell. And the reason why I'm saying discard is because a lot of people discard and toss out their starter before they feed it. So they would take like half of this out and either use it in a discard recipe or toss it. So I just don't do my sourdough that way. I just don't keep a ton of it, and I try to use it when I need to. So if I didn't want to make a recipe, I could technically just feed this a bunch of flour and water and it would just double, you know, it would just be that much more instead of tossing half of it and then feeding it a little bit to get this much again. Does that make sense? Anyway, this recipe, normally I use active starter, but I didn't get to this until 4:30 this afternoon and I was planning on doing it this morning. So I'm going to use it now and then feed it. Yourself. High five. Good job. I'm proud of you. So I just found out my husband is not going to be home in time for dinner. So I'm going to start cooking now while Charlie is down for just a few minutes. Like get everything out before I go get Charlie. I don't usually let her sleep past 5. Bumblebee flew out from the den. He's coming to get Charlie right under her little chin.
It's me! And my
Bumblebee flew out from the sea. He's coming to get Lucas right on his little knees. Okay, Bumblebee flew out from the den. He's coming to get Lucas right under his little knees. Okay, so dinner is basically ready. Again, Robert, my husband, is not going to be home for dinner tonight. He's working late. But we've got Lucas's dinner, Charlie's plate, and then she's also got some soup that we're going to put on her tray. And then there's mine over there. And I'm going to do a quick pre-dinner cleanup in the kitchen so that afterwards it's not overwhelming. Okay guys, so dinner is over. And I'm just gonna clean this little mess up. The kids are watching Bluey. Are you watching Bluey? But are you gonna go watch Bluey? Okay. Kids are watching Bluey. I'm gonna throw those dishes in the dishwasher and call it a night. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and would like to join my community, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one.